Thanks to today's video sponsor, Squarespace, the all-in-one website building platform to help you create the perfect creative space. More about them later in the video. Previously on Jordan Fringe. Call S-C-O-T-T. Call Scott? What's this? Phone number. Okay, let's give it a shot.
Make the call. Jordan, find Scott.
So we finally made it. The final episode of our 25 Days of Fringemas. Wow, at one point it felt like we'd never reach the final episode, but here we are. I wanted to save something well-known but special, very special, for last. Spongebob Squarepants Christmas Who. But let me be honest up front. I am not really feeling super jolly. The journey, while it had its highs and its lows, has me kind of sad that it's at its end. I still never found that full spark for me to re-find my personal enjoyment of the season. I made a phone call to that number, but no one answered. Well, that's convenient. Hello?
Hey, you called?
Hi, yeah, I was calling for Scott.
Yep, Scott here.
Okay, cool. Hey, wait a second. I know that voice. Catchphrase? Scott? As in, Scott The Woz?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm supposed to call Scott?
I don't know. Are you?
I don't know. Am I?
Are you?
Am I?
Are you?
Am I?
As much as I would love to go back and forth about what you are or aren't supposed to do, I have to...
Wait. What are you doing right now?
Playing I Spy by myself, but I keep losing.
Can you meet up?
I know. Last second with no planning.
Yep.
Well, how could I say no to that?
Perfect. See you soon. Love you.
What?
What? Thanks for meeting me.
I'm usually in the parking lots admiring cars at 3 a.m.
Sure's a lot of
What? Yeah, he's right over there.
Hi.
So what's up?
Okay, first, can you sign this copy of Chibi Robo Ziplash on the 3DS for my cousin? He's a huge fan. Okay, secondly, I'm making a video about SpongeBob.
I'm in.
And then, that easy?
You had me at SpongeBob.
Oh.
Well, you had me first at secondly, but SpongeBob sold it.
All right, cool. So, should we go do...
This car has 2 exhausts!
You're watching SpongeBob Squarepants. We'll be right back on Nick. Now back to SpongeBob Squarepants.
Well, now that I found Scott The Woz, I guess he's here to help me talk about the SpongeBob Christmas special, Christmas Who. And maybe all those signs led me to having a friend here to speak about one of my favorite cartoon episodes ever. So thanks so much to Scott The Woz for being here with me today.
Glad to be here.
So let's get into the episode, shall we?
Let's.
We start off with an altered version of the intro, now with a holiday theme to it, new opening lines, and a choir sung version of the theme song. But it's within the full title of Patchy the Pirate Presents the SpongeBob Squarepants Christmas Special. That's a mouthful, so let's just stick with Christmas Who.
Who?
Exactly, Mr. Owl. So we enter a home tucked away in Encino, where Patchy the Pirate and his parrot Potty live. He's all set up for Christmas as he checks in on how SpongeBob and Patrick are getting ready for that year's Christmas. Patchy, now enjoying some unbaked cookie dough, continues on his excitement for the holiday, and SpongeBob in general. Potty, however, wants some cookie dough, as well as tries swooping in for some to no avail. At first. 3 bells are rung.
We all know what 3 bells means.
We all hit subscribe on the Jordan Fringe channel.
No!
Well, alright then, geez. It actually means it's time to read fan mail, so when Potty brings over a letter, he won't let it go, causing Patchy to cut the strings in which Potty hangs upon. This whole bit is great, just the fact that his hook turns into a little pair of scissors for a second to cut the strings. I don't know why, but I always get a good chuckle out of that bit. The letter from Name and Address Withheld asks if SpongeBob likes Christmas as much as they do. So Patchy starts recounting a time when Christmas wasn't a thing, at least for the residents of Bikini Bottom. But there is a charming story about their, and mainly SpongeBob's, first Christmas ever. Oh, and Potty got into all the cookie dough. At this point, I just feel bad for the little parrot.
SpongeBob, while plotting to sneak up on Sandy with some karate moves, he notices they're setting up some lights on her tree. He mistakes it for a fire burning and rushes his way in to dump water everywhere to put it out, mainly just drenching Sandy. She gets upset, rightfully so, being wet is unpleasant. She then asks him if they've ever heard of Christmas before, and SpongeBob asks what that is. So Sandy gives him an overall breakdown of what Christmas is and who Santa Claus is, prompting SpongeBob to start retelling the story to others, explaining that all you have to do is write a letter to Santa of what you want, and just like like that, he brings it to you. Mr. Krabs being excited for free stuff, Patrick having issues understanding how writing works, and Squidward, well, he's Squidward and he wants no part of this. Ultimately, telling SpongeBob to grow up.
SpongeBob's letter is that he wants Santa to bring the magic of Christmas to Bikini Bottom, shooting his letter and everyone else's in a bottle to the surface. Before you know it, everyone in Bikini Bottom has sent their letter and all seem very into the spirit of Christmas, spreading joy amongst themselves. All but Squidward, who keeps telling people not to listen to SpongeBob and that this is all baloney. It's not baloney, Squidward, watch this. Dear Santa, what I want for Christmas is an ad from Squarespace. And now we wait. Hold on, it's coming. Ah, here it is. I just want to take a moment to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. So Squarespace is the perfect place to create beautiful websites for any various needs or interests that you may have. Whether they be personal or business related, Squarespace has those tools to help you get your site off the ground and ready for prime time. Seriously, in just a few easy clicks, your site will be up and running, which is a truly impressive feat in a day and age where we can create a space for our individual outlets. Let's say you're making a website about your YouTube channel for a nice landing page for people to visit. No problem. Again, just a few easy clicks, and you can link the videos that you've created as well as all of your socials directly on the site, making it super simple for you to post and update them all directly within Squarespace. Whether you're on your computer or on your mobile device, their design team has created really clean and amazing templates to help you get your vision started, making switching between devices easy breezy with no complications and functionality. You can easily track your analytics, add contributors to your work on your site, and all of the content that you put on Squarespace is always yours. 100% full content ownership, which is a nice reassurance. Tell you what, head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/JordanFringe for 10% off your first purchase. Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. I told you it wasn't baloney. Anyway, this is where the musical part kicks in. Similar to the Fairly Odd Parents' Christmas Everyday song, this is another staple of classic Christmas bangers. I mean, SpongeBob made sure the songs that they would do would stick in your brain for you to never forget. The fun song, the campfire song, CMPFARESO song, and if you don't think that I can sing it faster, then you're absolutely right.
So during That's What I Call Christmas Music, they chop down Squidward's coral tree to use it for a Christmas tree. A couple things. Why cut it down if they're setting it up only a few feet away? And since when did Squidward have a coral tree in his front yard? Everyone in Bikini Bottom is getting into the spirit of joining into the festivities. Squidward, though, just keeps getting more and more annoyed. Oh, and Mr. Krabs hitting that high note is like a fully loaded baked potato. Perfection.
All of the letters to Santa have been sent, but SpongeBob notices that Squidward hasn't sent one. So in an effort to help him write one, Squidward denies it and then kicks SpongeBob out.
Come on, Squid.
The whole town even tries to get Squidward to join in, but that doesn't work, and Squidward tries heading to bed. I say try because everyone outside starts singing Santa's coming tonight, tonight, all night long. And when the morning comes around, the morale is at an all-time low as Santa, well, he never came. First off, sorry to the residents of Bikini Bottom, and second, sorry to Miss Claus. Call me. They all turn on SpongeBob and leave. SpongeBob and Patrick waited out a bit longer until Patrick gives up. And even the snowman in the back just up and says, "Aight, I'ma head out." SpongeBob, now being extremely upset, his poor little heart is just broken. So the only thing for Squidward to do is to burst out of his house with joy and gloat it in SpongeBob's face, rubbing in the fact that he was right the whole time, as a PNG of a donkey gets overlaid on his face as he is being a complete... SpongeBob, though, hands Squidward a gift he made him so he wouldn't feel left out when Santa brought everyone else presents besides him. He heads back towards his house to start taking the decorations down, as Squidward opens his gift to find a handcrafted driftwood clarinet that can do, this. And he is touched that SpongeBob would do that for him, feeling like a complete... Again, as SpongeBob was just trying to spread a little joy onto others and bring everyone together.
Up next, it's more SpongeBob.
You don't want to miss this.
SpongeBob. Now back to SpongeBob Squarepants on Nick.
So to make things right, Squidward dresses up as Santa to surprise SpongeBob, who passes out for a moment in excitement, much like I do when I find a sealed copy of Madden 08.
Nice!
SpongeBob is just extremely happy that Santa is bringing Christmas to Bikini Bottom, but Squidward tells him that he, meeting Santa, didn't bring Christmas here, but it's him, SpongeBob, who did. Which may just be the nicest thing Squidward has ever done, even if he's been a complete the entire episode. But with great kindness comes great giving all your worldly possessions away as thanks to a little girl asking Santa for a present, followed by well, everybody else. So on the spot, keeps running in and out of his house until everything is gone and everyone got something.
Squidward, finding some joy in giving, exhausts himself and finally takes off the outfit. SpongeBob comes over to tell him that Santa was real and that he missed it all. After it's all over though, a message in a bottle was left at his door. It was a note from Santa saying that what he did was extremely nice and thanks for helping him out to bring Christmas joy to Bikini Bottom. We then see Santa slightly losing his mind, flying in the sky, the sea sky, all in live action. Squidward chalks it up to him just going insane and heads back inside. We visit Patchy once more while he's playing make-believe with his SpongeBob toys. When outroing the episode, he finds himself under a mistletoe, which prompts him to beg someone to kiss him. Gross. But along came Potty to swoop in for a kiss as Patchy ducks his spinning around the room maneuvers. This is the classic cartoon Christmas episode for me.
Nice alliteration.
Thanks. It, to me, showcases what the spirit of Christmas is. The joy coming from it being spread to others, enemies being brotherly, a Grinch finding his heart. It has all of those tropes that are main staples in the majority of holiday stories, but it does it the SpongeBob way, with the characters that we love and how they would handle these situations. With the writing of SpongeBob in its early era being so tightly written, the characters falling in and out of their norms, the music being so memorable and pleasant to play on repeat. Sorry, Mariah Carey and Michael Bublé, SpongeBob runs the holiday season. And that's that on that. It encompasses that joy I felt growing up, the joy in the season I once had. This feels like home to me. SpongeBob was so important to me growing up, and this episode brings me right back to those days. Aside from my love of the Hey Arnold Christmas episode overall, this is my perfect Christmas episode that embraces the traditions and magic of the holidays in both the fantastical ways and the emotional ways.
And I think there's only one thing left to do.
Huh? What do you mean?
The eggnog.
Yeah, what about... Wait, how do you know about the eggnog?
Who do you think was calling out to you this whole month?
You? You were the voices I've been hearing?
Yes, and the one teasing you with the eggnog after your slander on it.
So what am I supposed to do with it?
Drink it.
Huh, well, I guess that makes sense. You gonna drink some?
No, gross.
All right, then. I don't feel anything at all.
Yeah, what did you think would happen?
I don't know, something magical, something whimsical, literally anything.
Why would you think that?
Because everything has led to this, right? You literally said this was the final step.
I just wanted to see if I could actually get you to drink it, and that was an easy $20 one.
So you're not the spirit of Christmas?
No, I'm Scott. The spirit of Christmas isn't an actual spirit.
Then how are you all spirit looking?
Oh, this? I'm trying out a new look. Being slightly blue and partially invisible is in now.
Oh.
But I think you did actually find your own meaning of the spirit of Christmas, though.
Yeah, you're right.
I know I am.
It was never about finding some arbitrary joy, some excuse to feel some sort of normalcy. It's okay that I'm not filled with that so-called holiday spirit. I am okay with myself and happy for what I have and who I have in my life. People I share the joy of life with. Yeah, I may not ever be a holly jolly Christmas person, but for once, during the holiday season, I feel good. I can honestly say that I am happy, grateful, and extremely thankful. If you feel different from everyone else who really loves the holiday season and feel ostracized from it all, that's okay. You don't need to be anything more than you. My version of the Christmas spirit is being at peace with myself and content with where my life's at and where it's going.
Hey, that's great and all, Mr. Rogers. I'm happy for you, but you've made 25 videos this month. I think it's about time to wrap things up.
Ah, like a present. I get it. That's good.
What do you mean?
Never mind. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I want to give a huge shout out to Scott for joining me here today.
What are you doing?
Ending the video?
No. You gotta end the videos faster and on a funny note and then cut to the end card.
Oh, well, I don't really have anything funny to say, so. Ugh, it's expired!
See, now that's funny.